obey my commands at all times. Most importantly, protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves now if you want. On my command, come out fighting.
Nick Browne is your favorite for this LFA lightweight title fight at -150, but late money coming in on Arthur Estrazulas. The comeback on him, +120. Fight odds coming in from 5dimes.com. The LFA lightweight strap is on the line here in Kansas. We are underway. Nick Browne, red shorts, blue tape, Arthur Estrazulas, the red tape, and the black trunks. Scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds.
I enjoyed that menacing stare down right there.
Yes.
That was impressive, yeah.
I felt like I was on
does.
the receiving end of it. It was a lot. It was a lot to take in. Nick Browne, I mean, one of the things I noticed about him when I was watching his tape, he does such a nice job of working in feints, level changes. He's always moving to disguise the combinations that he's about to throw. And so for a wrestler, really, I mean, he has some excellent striking. And he said coming into this fight, striking is my plan A, wrestling is my plan B. I don't know how much he really means that. He is a wrestler at heart. Might have been some gamesmanship there.
2 nice kicks now. Estrazulas.
Oh, you got the accent whipped out.
I'm
wow.
trying my best, guys.
Wow, Alan.
Out of nowhere.
New kid
I
in
know we were
town.
doing accents tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, Browne was talking about what his original game plan was to KO him, use his striking to open up opportunities, and that would lead to his wrestling.
That was this first small grappling exchange between the two. Nobody went down.
When does it happen? Nice kick there from Browne, attacking that lead leg. And Estrazulas was like, listen, I want to use my Muay Thai. Very confident in it as Browne struggles to get a takedown and fight remains on the feet.
That was nice. You know, Browne had him against the cage. Estrazulas was able to use his plum, got the plum in there, which doesn't normally work against a great wrestler, but he was strong with it, and his wrestling background was able to circle off the cage, get out of danger. So for 2 small grappling exchanges, neither man really willing to commit yet to the going to the ground.
Sometimes those small victories are a big deal in the beginning of a fight, though. So for him to show, hey, I'm not going to get stuck on the cage, may not seem like that big of a deal. It wasn't fight changing necessarily, but mentally, now Estrazulas knows, okay, I don't have to have my back pinned against this cage.
Nice counter from Estrazulas.
Yeah, looking to counter that low kick.
Browne comes in firing. 2 knockout victories for both these BJJ black belts.
You see that snappy front kick right there from Browne, right? I feel like that's his best kick. He throws it real nicely. He doesn't need to switch it all the time. He'll just raise it up and pop it over your guard.
He almost looks like he has a traditional martial arts background. It looks like a karate style kick to me, growing up doing karate myself, but I don't see that in his bio. It might just be something that he's worked on over time, but you're right, Alan, he's got very fast kicks for a lightweight, especially with that lead leg.
Are you saying that wrestling is not a traditional martial art?
I mean, I guess the Greeks would disagree with me.
A few people in Iowa might too.
The original Olympics might disagree with me. You know what I mean.
Under 2 minutes to go. Browne catches that kick from Estrazulas. Comes in firing.
You can tell both these guys have a lot of respect, not only for the grappling, but for the power that each of them possesses, being very calculated in the way that they're entering the pocket.
Estrazulas backs Browne up, and he did not want to be up against the cage.
Yeah, 3.5 in, and pretty evenly matched so far.
Yeah. Of course, this championship bout scheduled for 5.
Another big part of it, right? Do you want to expend a lot of energy hunting for a takedown in the first round, or you want to kind of let things unfold on the feet and see if you can expend some of that energy in the later rounds if it does go in this championship 4th and 5th rounds?
Oh,
nice combination.
Body shot and going upstairs from Estrazulas.
Nice counter as well.
It looks like there could be a tiny cut over Estrazulas' eye. It's a little bit difficult to see here, but we'll see if that opens up further.
Browne got a sneaky shot in there, and now he clinches up.
Yep. See what happens here. Under a minute, both men landed a low kick. Now we got a grappling exchange on the fence.
And this is exactly where Nick Browne wants this fight. He does really great work against the cage, but Estrazulas using this frame, like you said, Alan, using that that tie plum
yeah,
to not allow him to get the head position to pin him against the octagon.
Nice job. Yeah, that's twice that it's worked for him, using that plum and the head movement as well, the head control to stay off the cage.
Wow, nice combination from Browne.
Browne's landing some shots here with 15 seconds left in the round, trying to steal this round. Really, it's up for grabs.
I really want to see him grapple, though.
Estrazulas.
Can we just start round 2 on the cameras?
Estrazulas combing his hair and Browne laughing at him. All in due time, Laura. They'll get to the ground.
Oh,
it's
man,
nice
big shot at the bell.
Yeah. Very close rounds.
I'd hate to be a judge. I mean, it's really, that was such a close round. I had it going back and forth. I thought that Art had some great moments. But, you know, in that last minute, I thought Browne was landing some shots, had him against the cage. Browne might have stolen that on some of the Georgia scorecards.
We'll take a listen into the corners of both fighters.
Atenção, perdeu o primeiro, entendeu? Perdeu o primeiro. Eu quero você um pouquinho mais ativo. Tá? Mexe mais a cabeça. Okay? It's good. We got 4 more. Stay moving. He wants a war. Give him 1 more. It's fine. Stay moving. Leg kicks. Okay, it's fine. Just stay outside and get in. Move away from him. Okay? Thank you.
And we take a look at the real-time scoring. 2 judges giving that first round to Nick Browne, the other one to Arthur Estrazulas. Your thoughts, guys?
I'm not mad at the tic-tac-toe board here. I can understand why, you know, 1 judge saw it one way and 2 saw it the other way. So I have no problem with those numbers, Ron.
I concur.
We will see how it plays out as we open up round number 2, and Laura, you called it. There was a cut on forehead of Estrazulas. Those shots from Browne doing some damage.
So a spinning back heel kick from Browne. You might have been right, Laura, with the traditional martial arts background throwing that kick.
Look at these guys throw those BJJ black belts out the cage.
Oh, that was a monster leg kick right there.
I'll kick you harder.
Yeah, he felt that one. Immediately clinching up, tying him up right here. Might start implementing a different game plan. Once again, going to the plum on the defense for Estrazulas. Here we go.
Maybe not. Yes, and there's a
Shot power
takedown.
double. Art right back up to his feet.
And bleeding a little bit is Arthur Estrazulas. First takedown for Nick Browne.
Estrazulas has really nice cage awareness. He's got this overhook, even though Nick Browne's trying to jack up with the underhook on that side, but does a good job splitting his legs, getting his hips in the proper position so that hopefully Nick Browne can't dump him down. Got a bit of a scramble here.
Now. You can see the lead legs on both of these guys are turning colors. Back there of left leg of Nick Browne.
Browne going back and forth. Both men had an overrun that he went for the single leg, looking for the double leg now. Estrazulas doing a nice job, as Laura said, spreading a wide base right there, not allowing him to clasp his hands. Not a lot of action happening right now, but you still have to see Browne is controlling where this fight is. If these guys were laying on the ground, Browne would be on top.
A lot of times the fans start to boo when they're against the cage, but it's exhausting, isn't it,
Yes.
Alan? I mean, that's some of the hardest work that you're going to do in the octagon.
And it looks like Browne found some success, right? He realized he was able to hold him on the cage for about a minute this last time. They broke up, exchanged, and went right back to pressuring him against the cage. Plum defense again. Browne's keen to it now, though. When he feels that plum, he changes levels even lower, goes to the hips.
Lightweight title on the line here in the main event of Legacy Fighting Alliance number 97, exclusively on Fight Pass. And now Nick Browne takes the back of Arthur Estrazulas.
This is where it's going to get interesting, guys. He does have both hooks in it. No, 1 hook in, excuse me. He's got his leg laced through.
Plenty of time to operate here in the second round for Browne.
Estrazulas doing a nice job peeling Nick Browne off of him, using the octagon as sort of a floor, in a sense, to be able to turn it like you would if someone had your back on the canvas.
Sneaky knee right there and there for Estrazulas.
Yeah, that got through.
Browne looks like he has double unders for a second. Great.
And Nick Browne having a good time.
Yeah,
continues to laugh and
got to be feeling good.
growing.
Yeah, winning in the exchanges on the feet, winning in the grappling thus far in the second round.
And he's going after that lead leg of Estrazulas, but the back of Nick Browne's leg is pretty nasty.
Oh, wow.
And Browne counters back.
Yeah, biggest punch of the fight so far by Browne.
Oh, and a knee from Estrazulas.
Got through.
Get your butt in.
I think Browne is recognizing that Estrazulas is slightly slowing down. He's starting to breathe a little bit heavier. He's got his face starting to get a little busted up, and it's giving a little bit of confidence to Browne. Look at him, he smiles on the break.
Body shot from Estrazulas as the blood continues to trickle down from the forehead.
Good head movement.
Yeah, slip that shot. Browne, as we are under a minute to go.
Yeah, the body language of Estrazulas starting to show the wear of those kicks and perhaps a little bit of a drain on his gas tank as well.
He's breathing hard, you're right, Laura.
Sneaky little up elbow there from Estrazulas.
Body shot from Estrazulas. Coming back, he lands that shot, another right.
30 seconds.
30 seconds to go. And now Browne fires back, looking for a takedown.
See Browne's wrestling instinct kicked in. He got hit with a couple big shots. Let me do what was having success earlier. Put him against the cage, use my wrestling.
Estrazulas' forehead's really starting to paint the canvas, so that cut has opened up.
Up against the cage, and as you pointed out, Laura, he is breathing hard. Horn sounds, he'll get a rest here as we will move on to the third round. Another very close round. Browne in control early. Estrazulas came on late.
Yeah, a bit of a back and forth round. You see the leg kicks going back and forth. And I say 1 for 1, but Estrazulas won that exchange. More power in that kick. These guys are going back and forth in this round. Both men had their moments. You're starting to see the blood starting to drip down Estrazulas' face. He had some success here. He said, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to put Browne against the cage. Browne didn't like it. He leave that quick head kick, land some big punch. You see right here, this is, I believe there was an exchange when he landed some of those big right hands that hurt Estrazulas, put him on the cage. But whenever these guys are entangling, you're seeing that Browne is somewhat winning. They haven't really gone to the ground and had these deep jiu-jitsu chess matches that we were kind of hoping to see bits of. But whenever the wrestling has happened, it's Browne. It's Browne that's leading the dance and able to force his will against the cage.
And we have a completely tied up fight.
Yes, we do. So 2 judges gave that round to Estrazulas. 1 gave it to Nick Browne. All even. 19s are wild as we enter into the third round of this LFA 155-pound title fight. And you can smell the blood here in the arena right now. Great work by the LFA staff, though, clean up that canvas, because Arthur Estrazulas was leaking. And they exchange kicks to the lead legs again.
Sneaky question mark kick there from Nick Browne. Didn't quite land, but shows he's got it.
A little bit of a low below. They are both fighters finding that range now.
Nice shot. Oh, big left hook.
And Nick Browne's in trouble.
Huge counter left hook. Browne was out of it for a second, recovered, went straight to his wrestling. Trying to recover it now while he has him against the cage.
Can Nick Browne shake it off? What a shot from Arthur Estrazulas. Hurt the wrestler.
He's wrestling on instinct right now, but this is the perfect position for him to be in. He can not rest here necessarily, but gather his wits and recover from that huge shot from Estrazulas.
Try to get back there again. Try to get the leg
Able
back there
to
again.
hang on right now and buy himself some more time. That shot rocked Nick Browne. And look at this, the wrestler continues to just grind his way to a takedown.
Exactly. He went from recovering to getting the takedown to getting the position where he's now at the back, probably fully recovered at this point and in a great position.
And that's the benefit of having that many years of wrestling, that even when you're hurt, you can just sort of wrestle on instinct, put it on autopilot, and let yourself recover there for a few seconds and change the momentum of the fight.
What a back and forth battle between these two top prospects, Arthur Estrazulas, Nick Browne. And now they separate again and restart in the middle of the octagon. Knee from Estrazulas just misses.
Both gentlemen need to be a little cautious of clashing heads when they're both lunging in there.
And now Browne comes in, firing a combination. Estrazulas was getting tired again. He's breathing heavy, but did Nick Browne able to shake that off? Nice right overhand from Estrazulas. And combination.
Browne with the double underhooks, puts him in the cage.
Good job, Nick. We're halfway through the round.
Bit of a head battle fight going on.
Yeah.
It's always fun when you have a cut.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing.
Keep wrestling through. Keep wrestling through.
For a single leg is Nick Browne. And we said it, guys, you know, when you have two BJJ black belts, sometimes they just want to stand and trade. We've seen some great action on the feet. Some nice scrambles on the ground as well.
Two black belts, one of whom has excellent takedown defense, may I add.
Yeah.
Good point.
Estrazulas doing a really nice job keeping this fight on the feet.
Yeah, and Browne managing this fight well. It's a 5-round fight. Every time he's had him against the cage, he could have had the opportunity to go to this, run the pipe for that single leg, but he opted. Nice job, timing the kick, shooting the double leg.
Catches the kick of Estrazulas, and Browne plants him on the canvas, and now opportunity to take us back.
Great execution right there. I was just saying Browne has opted to lean on him on the cage and do damage and win the fight in that area rather than putting the energy into running the pipe on a single leg. But when he has an opportune moment of catching a low kick and getting the high percentage takedown, he will do it.
Which is smart, right? Because Estrazulas very dangerous off his back. So yeah, you get the takedown, but Estrazulas lands on his back. He might be throwing up a triangle. We've seen him do that a lot in his pro career. So this might be the game plan from Nick Browne. You know, wrestle vertically, wrestle against the cage, take the triangle out of the equation.
Win the fight there.
Estrazulas is delivering some nasty elbows as Nick Browne works on the takedown. 30 seconds to go here in the third round.
Those elbows can sneak up on you too. A lot of times when guys are head down on that double with their hands not quite clasped, they can get a little bit, I'm not going to say lazy, but they can pause there. And we've seen guys get knocked out with elbows from that position.
Yeah, you saw Estrazulas elbowing the back of the lats right there.
Yeah.
My wrestling coach hates when we do stuff like that. He says, defend the takedown first, worry about the small shots later. The mouthpiece goes flying as the bell rings.
Estrazulas landed that last shot that knocked the mouthpiece out of Nick Browne. Another really close round. Glad I'm not judging tonight.
Yeah, you saw Estrazulas at the end of the fight. He looked over towards us, made a fist. Kind of let us know that he's in this fight. He's ready to go.
We have a fight for sure as we get ready to enter into the championship rounds. Estrazulas caught Browne at the end of that third round. Check out the action.
Yeah, early in this round, oh man, Nick Browne ate a huge shot. It was the biggest shot of this fight so far. Really, really rocked him, but he went to that wrestling, was able to wrestle on instinct and get right back in this fight, get the double leg takedown, put Arthur Estrazulas on the canvas, and here we have the end of the round. Estrazulas looking for that spinning back fist, and man, these guys are ending every round with bad intentions. I can't wait to see more.
Well, judges going to work 2 rounds there, or 2 judges gave the round to Nick Browne, 1 to Arthur Estrazulas as we enter into the championship rounds. Guys, did that scorecard surprise you?
The judges had Browne up in that round?
Yes.
Such a close fight. I mean, it really is. What are you looking at? You're looking at the blood, the damage, who's controlling the cage. Yeah, you know, Browne's had a couple takedowns that went to the mat, but he's also had a lot of cage control against the fence, where have you seen Art have more sporadic moments in the fight.
But he also got rocked in that round really pretty badly, so I mean,
that was the biggest,
again, it's what you see and what you prioritize.
Guy dropped but recovered right away. It's a back and forth water cooler argument.
Okay, and now Estrazulas on the ground and Nick Browne on his back, cranking that neck.
Yeah, we're seeing more aggressive wrestling right now from Browne. He was looking for that takedown. Has at least one hook in from what I can tell.
Yeah. Yes. Can Estrazulas get out of this? He's in some trouble and looks like he survived for now.
It wasn't quite under the chin, but I think he's back in. It's difficult to see from this angle.
Yeah, he's got an arm in right there. Yeah, let's see.
Oh, it looked like he was out, and he is.
Yeah, he's going to end up on bottom.
Wow. And now Browne on his back.
And we finally get our grappling exchanges.
There you go.
And let's see what Estrazulas can do right here. This is the first time that he's found himself on the ground. Hey, Browne, by the way, you see he's got this butterfly guard. I've seen him numerous fights where he has a really good butterfly guard sweep. He'll sweep the opponent off to the side and either follow them on top, stay on the ground, or he'll just get right back to his feet, whatever he's feeling more comfortable with in the fight. Right now, it looks like he's content just to stand there and recover.
Take a little rest, absolutely.
Here he goes. He's elevating that left guard. You'll see him post on his right foot on the ground. Try to sweep him over to the right side. Cage is blocking right there, though. Look at the damage right there on the back of Browne's leg.
Oh, yeah.
Redness, purpleness on his leg kicks.
Different colors. Under 3 minutes to go. Neither of these men have gone 5 full rounds. Keep an eye on their cardio because both of these guys are working hard.
So what we're seeing here when we were answering black belt versus black belt, right, is Browne was able to hold him against the cage for the majority of the time when it was vertical. And Browne was controlling that action, but not able to keep Estrazulas there, especially on the ground. But when Estrazulas is able to get on top, Browne, the wrestler, isn't as comfortable being on his back, right? It seems like he's staying here for a lot longer.
So active from the bottom, though, I mean, is Nick Browne, and I understand not a lot of people are going to score that, but he's landing a lot of shots from his back. And Estrazulas in this top half guard, you know, interesting to see that he's not overly actively looking to pass and get full mount. A lot of fighters prefer to sit in top half, you know, and land damage versus looking for submissions. But holy cow, Nick Browne, I think he's landed, now peppering shots, nothing overly damaging, but he's working from the bottom.
Nick Browne using that lockdown right there on Art's right leg. That's
another
kind of
10th planet's signature.
Exactly. What it does is that lockdown that he has his leg in, it limits him from advancing, and also he's able to control his hips. If Art wants to posture up with that lockdown, it kind of throws Estrazulas' base off. So it's a good defense to have if you ever find yourself on the bottom.
You'll have to help me with the name of it, but I know there's a sweep you can do from there as well. You know, when you bring the lockdown towards you and sweep over. I can't remember the name of it though.
We might be getting into it. Electric chair and all kinds of things, but yeah.
From the bottom, Nick Browne throwing elbows. Both men bloodied and battered continue to go to war. This is unbelievable.
No, not a sense of urgency from Browne, right? He's okay, and we don't know what's happening. This is the 4th round of a pretty grueling fight right now, so he might be saying, look, I lost this round already. Let me just sit here and recover. I'm going to do a little bit of damage, but he's not showing a lot of tremendous effort to get back to his feet.
Well, if the judges agree with you and give that round to Estrazulas, that will make for an epic final round because we would be tied at 2 rounds apiece as time continues to wind down here in the 4th round. The LFA lightweight strap on the line.
And he comes up with 30 seconds left and gets his own takedown.
And now it's Browne's turn from the top position. Got to watch those up kicks, but Browne all over it. Now he's on the back of Estrazulas. What a fight. Scrambles, action on the ground.
They're not making it easy for the judges.
No.
Okay, this is going to help Estrazulas a lot. If he'd have finished on his back, maybe some judges might have looked at it differently. He had a lot of time. A lot of time on top, and he finished that way as well.
Both of these guys so slow to get up and make it to their corners.
Leaking blood.
Exhausted, leaking blood.
And all that blood and that sweat is really changing the tempo of these grappling exchanges. I mean, it changes so much. Blood is such a greasy feeling, and it's basically like you just have Vaseline all over yourself. So it really changes how you grapple.
Hora agora, bicho. Vou meter a mão nesse cara e vamos chutar a coxa dele. Vamos insistir na coxa. Você não chutou na coxa desse aqui. You get him down, you stay on top, okay? Make sure it's underneath his chin. That was close. It slid right up. Looking awesome, bud. Good. Good. Get it to the ground again and stay on top. Okay? You threw a lot from bottom. Hold still. We gotta get up.
So we take a look at the real-time scoring. Browne is now ahead on 2 cards from 2 judges, and we are tied from judge number 3. As we head into the 5th and final round, the LFA lightweight strap on the line. What an epic war between Nick Browne and Arthur Estrazulas. Both these fighters show their respect. Who's got enough left in the tank to take the belt?
You could hear in Browne's corner them calling for to get the takedown, stay on top. They feel like he's kind of edging this fight out, but then play it safe, get on top, keep the dominant position, and win this fight. Coming out looking good, though, just peppering, staying in his face. Browne's really touching him.
Yeah, he is. He's got that range, and he decides to open him up with some strikes and then go for the takedown.
I think Estrazulas is really feeling a depletion in his gas tank right now. He's slowed down quite a bit.
I think you're right. I think you're right. And Browne attacks the leg again.
Vamos, Arthur. Levanta a mão e vamos meter porrada nesse cara aí, Arthur. Vamos meter porrada nele, Arthur. Vamos meter porrada nele aí, Arthur.
I mean, with the right haircut and beard, Browne kind of resembles a Dan Henderson in a way, and he's got that style of fighting too.
Shout out to Hendo.
There we go.
See if we can land an H-bomb.
Oh, that was sweet. A kick to the body, backed up Estrazulas, and so far early in this first round, another shot from Browne. He seems to be in control. Estrazulas able to score 2. They clinch up and Browne plants him up against the cage wall.
Yeah, here we go. So do we see if he's content holding Cejudo against the cage for a while, kind of winning this fight in that area? Does he put the energy into taking him down and trying to finish it or get a more dominant position on the mat? Been mostly peppering shots this entire round, but although they're peppering, a lot of significant strikes, or strikes landed at least for Browne in this 5th round.
And for sure more active at this point.
Gets a takedown.
Scores that takedown. That's a big one.
And at this point, with Estrazulas' gas tank, near empty, it's going to be really difficult for him to mount an offense or mount a get-up, I should say. And man, I think this is a big opportunity for Nick Browne.
We are halfway through the 5th and final round.
Yeah, previously in the other rounds when Browne got here, Art was able to get back to his feet in somewhat quick time. This is the first time we've really seen Browne get that takedown, solidify it, stay on top for a long time.
Oh, big shots from Browne. Hammer fist getting through the guard of Estrazulas. Laura, I think you called it. I just think Estrazulas is spent. I'm not saying it's over, but he is definitely gassed. And Browne taking advantage at this point.
Gotta be careful right here. Art looking for a possible triangle. He was kind of playing with different bars as well.
Right?
If he can get that leg, there we go. Now maybe looking to lock the arm up.
We gotta watch the back
Sorry,
of the
keep
head.
interrupting you, Alan. There's not exactly a submission here, but he's got the beginnings of a triangle, the beginnings of an armbar. but I just don't know if he's got the
There's the
energy to
power.
pull it off.
Power of Browne. A wrestler grinding away.
Yeah, right again, good position for Browne. He gets on top, recognizes it, gets the hook in, gets on the back, starts peppering him again, wearing down the gas tank. Position before submission for Browne.
Oh, he might be under the chin here.
He's got that choke in tight.
Wow.
Nick Browne looking for a finish here, but
Nice
all that
job.
blood.
Art was able to use the
Estrazulas.
mat to kind of scrape Browne off right there,
Right.
survive.
Not out of trouble yet. But Browne in control of this decisive 5th round.
You see what Estrazulas is doing right there. It's tough to stay on somebody's mount or back when they're kind of staying in that quarter guard control. He's not flat on his back or his stomach. He stays on his hips and shimmies back and forth, and that's how he was able to recover somewhat of a half guard that he has, or a butterfly guard that he has at the
An
moment.
empty guard, the 3/4 mount, whatever.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Once again, though, Browne finds his way to the mount. He does so well.
Just 10 seconds
popping
left.
now as time winding down.
Gotta go for this.
He's not going to tap.
No, no way. No way, but it is tight, and Nick Browne finishes strong. Absolutely. What a fight is right. Both of these lightweights well deserving of this title shot, and you can see just the dejection from Arthur Estrazulas, who I believe knows he let this one slip away. But what a gallant effort from the Brazilian. But all the credit in the world to Nick Browne. Oh, left it all inside the octagon tonight, guys.
Both of these guys left everything that they possibly could inside the octagon, including a lot of blood, a lot of sweat, and all of the gas that they had in their gas tanks. It's just that Nick Browne had a little bit bigger gas tank and was able to pull away in those later rounds and continue to land damage, get the takedowns. But man, what an absolute war, and definitely befitting of LFA gold.
Absolutely. This is a title fight we will remember as we check out the highlights here in the 5th round.
Yeah, you see Browne jumping in there. 5th round, coming out striking, closing the distance, landing the big right hands. Here we see some of that damaging hammer fist, ground and pound that Browne was throwing down the entire round. Into the round right here, you know, he's in a good position. He's got the choke, but again, as we said, Art was real crafty with staying not flat on his back, using his hips to move around at all times. Browne wasn't able to get the submission, but he had one of his better rounds in that 5th and final round to send it to the judges' scorecards.
'30-year-old Nick Browne and 31-year-old Arthur Estrazulas showing their respect to each other. Incredible title fight. Couldn't ask for more. CEO Ed Suarez is in the octagon, ready to hand out the hardware. Let's get the official decision from Mike Kendall.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds of championship MMA, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Champion scores the bout 49-46. Judge DeVilbiss scores the bout 49-46. And Judge Sutherland scores the bout 48-46 all for your winner by unanimous decision and new LFA lightweight world champion, NyQuil Nick Browne.
There is your 5th LFA lightweight champion, NyQuil Nick Browne. Tonight, Pennsylvania Wrestling reigns supreme. What a performance.